Hello everyone. Are you among the ones who have difficulty when you are converting a sentence from active voice to passive voice? If yes, today's video will really help you out. I have come up with two tips, and if you remember those tips, you will never have difficulty or you will never do a mistake whenever you convert a sentence from active voice to passive voice. So do watch my whole video. The tenses are basically divided into three major categories: the indefinite tenses, the continuous tenses, and the perfect tenses. Indefinite tenses include present indefinite, past indefinite, future indefinite. Continuous tense follows the same: present continuous, past continuous, future continuous, and same goes for the perfect tense: present perfect, past perfect, and future perfect. We are not going to discuss the perfect continuous tense here because there is no passive voice for the perfect continuous tenses. What is the reason? I'll explain that in my next video. So, what are those two tips? Let us start. First is you always use the third form or past participle form of the verb in the passive voice. Do remember, whenever you are converting a sentence from active voice to passive voice, you always use the third form. You always use the past participle form, irrespective of what form is used in the active voice sentence. Second is you add a helping verb in the passive voice sentence. Whenever a sentence is converted from active voice to passive voice, there is always a need of a helping verb. With helping verb, you need the third form of the verb. Now, what helping verbs do we use? Let us see. It varies from tense to tense. When we are talking about the indefinite tenses, the helping verbs which we are going to add whenever we are going to convert a sentence from active voice to passive voice are is, am, are, was, were, and be, where is, am, are is used with the present, was, were used with the past, and be is used for the future tense along with the third form of the verb. In the continuous tense, we will use the helping verb being, whether it is present continuous or past continuous. And the perfect tenses require being: present perfect, past perfect, or future perfect. No matter what tense it is, the helping verb which we will add is been, and with been you will use the third form of the verb. Let us see all of this with the help of examples. We will start with the indefinite tenses. These are the helping verbs which we add whenever we convert a sentence from active voice to passive voice. First sentence is Sarah hits the ball every time. This sentence is in present indefinite tense, so the helping verb which we will add here is either is, am, or are. So it will be the ball is hit by Sarah every time. Is the helping verb and hit is third form or past participle form of the verb. So we are following both those tips. The helping verb is added and the third form of the verb is added. Next is did she beat the drum? This is a past indefinite sentence. So the helping verbs which we will use is was or were. Here the object is drum, so it will be was the drum beaten by her. Was is the helping verb and beaten is the third form or the past participle form of the verb. Next is they will not hear him. This is a future indefinite sentence, so the helping verb which we will add here is be. He will not be heard by them. Moving on to the continuous tenses. The helping verb which we will use is being. Like the first one, he was singing her praises. This sentence is in past continuous, so we will keep the rest of the verb same and we will just add being in the sentence. So it will be her praises were being sung by her. Being is the helping verb added and sung is the past participle or third form of the verb. Next, they were not carving new faces. A present continuous sentence, its passive voice will be new faces are not being carved by them. If you notice, we haven't discussed the future continuous tense here. The reason is the same as it is for the perfect continuous tenses. There is no passive voice for the future continuous tense. What is the reason? I'll explain that in the next video along with the reason for why there is no passive voice for the perfect continuous tenses. Moving on to the perfect tenses. Will the cat have chased the ball? This sentence is future perfect, so we will add been and the third form. Will the ball have been chased by the cat? The organizers had not arranged a charity. A past perfect sentence, so its passive is a charity had not been arranged by the organizers. And I have never followed your instructions. A present perfect sentence. So it is, your instructions have never been followed by me. This is how you convert a sentence from active voice to passive voice, by just remembering those two tips.